Welcome to Echoes Untold, where we delve into history's most powerful, poignant, and untold stories. In this episode, we bring you the haunting tale of the HMS Thetis, a British submarine whose promising beginnings were overshadowed by one of the most tragic incidents in maritime history. Before we dive into the depths of this harrowing event, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to our channel for more stories like this. Echoes Untold, where history whispers and we listen. The HMS Thetis was one of the Royal Navy's T-class submarines, designed to replace older models in the 1930s as tensions in Europe foreshadowed an impending war. Constructed by Cammell Laird and Company in Birkenhead, England, the Thetis was a product of modern engineering and innovation. Laid down in December 1936 and launched in June 1938, the Thetis was envisioned as a powerful addition to Britain's naval fleet. This submarine, at 275 feet in length and capable of a top submerged speed of 9 knots, was built for long-range patrols and equipped with modern systems for detecting and attacking enemy ships. Its 10 torpedo tubes, 6 forward and 4 aft, were key to its offensive capabilities, and its crew of 53 men had been extensively trained to handle the vessel under any circumstance. By early 1939, the Thetis was nearing the final stages of its construction, undergoing rigorous sea trials to ensure it was ready for deployment. However, beneath the gleaming exterior of this technological marvel, hidden flaws would soon lead to catastrophe. June 1, 1939, dawned with the promise of triumph for the HMS Thetis. The air crackled with excitement as the submarine, a sleek and formidable vessel, prepared to embark on its final testing phase. Not just the regular crew, but an additional 50 souls were aboard. Civilian contractors, diligent shipyard workers eager to witness this momentous occasion. It was a crowded vessel, a testament to the collective effort that had brought the Thetis to this point. The atmosphere was a vibrant tapestry of emotions, pride, anticipation, and perhaps a hint of apprehension. The crew, a seasoned band of sailors, moved with practiced efficiency, their movements a symphony of routine. They meticulously prepared the submarine for the ultimate test, its first full dive. This was no mere exercise, it was a crucial step, a simulation of the harsh realities the Thetis would face in the depths of the ocean, a trial by fire that would prove her seaworthiness and prepare her for the challenges that lay ahead. As the Thetis slipped her moorings and eased out of the harbor, a sense of quiet determination settled over the vessel. Liverpool Bay, usually a bustling canvas of maritime activity, seemed to hold its breath as the submarine embarked on its journey. The crew, their faces etched with a mixture of focus and excitement, monitored the instruments, their eyes glued to the gauges as they navigated the familiar waters. Everything appeared to be proceeding as planned, a reassuring rhythm to the methodical preparations. However, beneath the surface of this apparent calm, an undercurrent of unease began to stir. As part of the test, the crew prepared to flood the submarine's forward torpedo tubes, including tube number 5. This procedure required opening the outer and inner hatches of the tube in a controlled sequence. Unknown to the crew, the outer hatch of tube number 5 was not fully sealed. The flaw was compounded by a simple yet tragic misunderstanding. A piece of indicator equipment, a rod designed to show whether the hatch was open or closed, had been painted over during construction. The misreading of the indicator led the crew to believe the tube was secure. When the inner door was opened, seawater poured into the submarine at a terrifying rate, flooding the forward compartments. The crew acted quickly to close the inner door and contain the flooding, but the damage had been done. The water shifted the submarine's weight dramatically, and the Thetis began to sink uncontrollably, eventually coming to rest on the seabed, 150 feet below the surface. Inside the Thetis, chaos gave way to desperate attempts to survive. The flooding of the forward compartments meant the remaining crew and passengers were crammed into the aft sections of the vessel. The cold, dark confines of the submarine became a deadly trap. Oxygen levels began to plummet, and the air grew increasingly toxic as carbon dioxide built up. In such a confined space, the psychological toll of entrapment took hold, adding to the physical challenges. The crew attempted to use the submarine's emergency blow system to raise the vessel back to the surface. Tragically, this effort failed, causing the submarine to shift further into the seabed, partially burying the stern and eliminating any chance of an immediate escape. Back on the surface, Hours passed before anyone realized the Thetis was in trouble. A safety mechanism, a marker buoy designed to float to the surface and alert rescuers to the submarine's location, had become entangled and failed to deploy. When the submarine failed to return to the surface, the Royal Navy launched a massive rescue operation. Divers were dispatched to the scene, and specialized equipment was brought in. The McCann Rescue Bell, a pressurized chamber designed to retrieve submariners, arrived too late. While it was revolutionary technology for the time, delays in the rescue effort and the depth of the wreck made its use impossible in time to save those trapped inside. Of the 103 men on board, only 4 managed to escape. The process was fraught with danger, and by the time rescuers reached the Thetis, the remaining 99 men had succumbed to hypoxia and carbon dioxide poisoning. The loss of the HMS Thetis was a devastating blow to the Royal Navy. Public outcry over the tragedy demanded accountability. Investigations revealed a cascade of failures, from the misinterpretation of the torpedo tube indicator to the lack of an effective rescue response. The Thetis was eventually salvaged and returned to service under a new name, HMS Thunderbolt. During World War II, it went on to serve with distinction before being sunk in combat in 1943. However, the tragedy of the Thetis had lasting consequences. It led to sweeping reforms in submarine safety, including improved escape technology, enhanced escape chambers and equipment were developed. Rigorous training protocols. Crews were given better training to handle emergencies. Submarine design improvements. Flaws like the mispainted indicator rod were eliminated in future builds. The story of HMS Thetis is not just a tale of loss, it's a story of lessons learned at a great cost. It serves as a solemn reminder of the bravery of those who served beneath the waves and the importance of vigilance in the face of technological advancements. If this story resonated with you, give it a thumbs up, share it with others who love untold history, and let us know your thoughts in the comments. What do you think could have been done to prevent such a tragedy? Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell to join us for more stories of courage, sacrifice, and resilience. This is Echoes Untold, where history whispers and we listen.